Alright, man, here I am. Been a little while, a little longer than I wanted it to be, especially at a time like this. What happened was I had, my old laptop. It broke, so I've been using the tabletop, the desktop, excuse me. And, I was making some videos there. That's why the room changed, and now the room's back because I got a new laptop. And it came with a camera that seems to be of higher quality than my last one. I don't know. To me, it looks a lot better. You guys let me know what you think. I think this looks a lot better, so I just needed some time to set this camera up. It wasn't taking my sound for a while. Wasn't recording, but I think I should have it all together now. And I've made a couple videos in the last week or two, but I couldn't get them up because there was no sound, and then the format was wrong and crap like that. So I had a lot of things to say, didn't get to put them up, and by the time I figured out how to do it, it was too late. But, a lot has happened. So, I'll start off looking back at the conference finals games. The Eastern Conference. I'm disappointed in Detroit. I thought they were better than that. I thought they were better than Boston. I thought they were going to win after Game 2. After Detroit took Game 2 in Boston, I felt they got this thing. No. No, they don't. Lost 2 games in the Palace. I, it's not like I'm a Pistons fan or anything, but I thought they were better than that. I thought they were going to the finals. I really did. But I got to give credit to Boston. They have a great defense. Um, they can get offense from so many different players, and they deserved it. There's just no way around that. They were the better team than Detroit pretty much all season long, and they proved it in that series. Other other Western Conference. That was a fun series. Only 5 games. I thought it was going to 7. But when you get a really close game that just slides in the favor of the away team, like Game 4 was, kind of stuff can happen. That was one no call away from being a 7 game series. One Tim Duncan layup, which he missed. Duncan had his layup problems all series long. One missed Ginobili 3-pointer. But that's how it is. I had fun during that series watching, after the first 2 games, San Antonio took game 3 by a considerable amount. It was just kind of like a sleepwalk game, and game 4 was good. I had a lot of fun watching that game. It came down to the very end, and there's controversy at the end. It was, quite obviously a bad call. But, either way, Lakers win in 5, Lakers win in 7. At this point, especially now that Boston took the first 2 games of the series, the matter is very negligible. That's kind of sort of how I view it. San Antonio, they got good stuff going on there, but they're getting old. Players like Kurt Thomas, Robert Ory, Bruce Bowen, all those guys, they're just getting too old, and it is what it is. So we'll see if they reload or not. They're obviously always competing with the Lakers for status as the team of the last decade. If LA wins this final series, it'll be tied up in terms of final championships. So, a lot of interesting stuff going on. And now you got to the finals, first 2 games. I'm really surprised by Phil Jackson. I thought he would come more prepared than this. I just haven't seen any. I just don't think the Lakers were well prepared. There are things you can do to attack Boston. They don't have very good ball handling skills on a whole. They have trouble bringing the ball up sometimes. They have a very young point guard in Rondo. And their backups, Eddie House is good, but he's not a starter. Sam Cassell is awful now. Tony Allen is hurt. And if he was healthy, he would be worse than Cassell probably. So, that's something you can attack. Um, they have a hard time in shootouts. They're just you can try and outsmart them because Doc Rivers isn't the smartest coach in the world. That first game, LA had their opportunities. I felt Kobe was off. Gasol needs to make. play a little tougher. Odom needs to find his game. He looks lost right now. And, just on a whole, they just didn't play well. And game two was, you know, nasty. Nasty. And, when they closed the gap to 2 points and then four at the very end, and it was, a one possession game right at the end, I kept thinking, if you guys didn't let Leon Powe, pretty much run the distance of the court like Julius Erving in a pickup game, or if Kobe didn't miss that dunk, where would you be right now? You wouldn't be playing this stupid, um, foul game and hope they miss. And, it was during the middle of that gigantic Boston run where they went up like 24 or 25 points. You guys probably know the play. Leon Powe just runs the court. Everyone's just standing around with their thumbs up their asses, and he just, like, it looks like warm-ups. And I wouldn't expect that from this Lakers team, not with Phil Jackson at the helm. I know they're young. I was surprised. So, those are two opportunities I feel that they had. They lost them. But yesterday, it came back to LA. They played a great game. Well, they played good enough. I guess I should rephrase that. They played, good enough to win. Kobe played a great game, obviously. Watching him is just so fun. I've never actually gotten to see him in person because I haven't been to an NBA game since the early 90s. And I don't even remember what the hell was going on back then. I think I went to a game back when the Sonics were doing their thing in the 90s with Kemp and Payton and Shrimp and all those guys. But I don't really remember it too well. And I haven't been to a basketball game since then, probably. So, he's just so very special to watch. And, Sasha stepping up. And if you give him enough open three-pointers and open jump shots, he'll hit them. He can play. This Lakers bench, Jordan Farmar, Sasha Vujacic, these guys come on and make big plays. So, LA, admittedly, did not play very well. But they got a game, and Game 4 is tomorrow, and Rondo is hurt. Rondo sounds like he feels he's going to play, but probably not going to be 100%, maybe not even 50%. I was reading some stuff, and it just sounds like, he's saying all these things, and usually a player, when he's asked about what he's going to do, whether or not he's going to play after an injury, he's saying, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Rondo wasn't even saying that. He was saying, I don't know. So that makes me think. But I'm pretty confident LA is going to take this game and the next game, and it's going to come down to, I don't know if it's going to go 7. I think it could go 6. I still have a lot of respect for this LA team. I think Phil Jackson's got, still some things up his sleeve. I still think if Odom and Gasol can find their game, and another guy who needs to step up is Radmanovich. I think he's out of place on this Laker team. I don't think he's a starter on the caliber of the other Laker players. But he needs to step up his game. But, if those three guys can find their groove and supplement Kobe, I'm pretty confident they'll take both games at home, and they can go into Boston and take one as well. So, originally I had LA in 5. I'm going to just amend that to LA in 6. I just have this feeling that LA is just not going to lie down. So, yeah, that's what I got. And you got that whole ref scandal. I don't got too much to say about that. But, I don't think it's anything new. Anybody who saw the LA Sacramento Game 6, and I guess it was 2002, knows something was up. I mean, any sports article worth his weight in I don't know, whatever, has written about it, and we all know something was up at that game, so that's nothing new. I don't know. Anyway, great finals so far. Get me back into basketball. Tomorrow, it's Game 4 in LA. Looking for Gasol to man up and finally take Garnett to the house once or twice. He needs to show what he's made of. And that's really all I got to say right now, so I'll see you guys later.